Helps in deflection of the wind. Okay, so what we know from this one line just says Coriolis forces are not formed in the equator. Okay, I am saying why it is not formed, because Coriolis forces are not there in the equator. What is Coriolis force? It is nothing but a force created by the rotation of the earth. Okay, and what is the other usefulness of Coriolis force? It helps in deflection of the wind. It helps in deflection of the wind. It helps in deflection of the wind. Okay, now what is CNA? Okay, this question is often asked in many exams. Okay, CNA, write down. CNA stands for, okay, cyclone in northern hemisphere is anti-clockwise. Okay, cyclone in northern hemisphere is anti-clockwise. Cyclone in northern hemisphere is anti-clockwise. Is anti-clockwise. Okay, now if you look at this one, okay, see, please copy down whatever I am showing in the screen. Okay, you will not get this again. Okay, one heading is cyclone, this side it is known as anti-cyclone. Okay, cyclone and anticyclone. Now look at this only by remembering this name. Okay, or you can remember another name called ANC. Either you remember ANC or remember CNA, anything is okay. Any one word if you remember, you can understand the circulation of the cyclone. Okay, cyclone in northern hemisphere is anti-clockwise. This is clockwise, so anti-clockwise will be this is. Okay, likewise, if it is anti-clockwise in northern hemisphere, it will be clockwise in southern hemisphere. Okay, and if the cyclone is anti-clockwise, anticyclone will be clockwise. Okay, in northern hemisphere it is clockwise, in southern hemisphere it will be anti-clockwise. Okay, just by learning one word called ANC or CNA, you can remember the entire concept of rotation of the cyclone in the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere. Clear? Is that clear, guys? Is that clear, all of you? Okay, what do you mean by ANC? Somebody tell me, what do you mean by ANC? What do you mean by ANC? Who will tell me? What do you mean by ANC? Okay, what do you mean by ANC? Okay, so I am saying just by remembering, either you remember CNA or remember ANC, you can solve one question in the exam. Okay, they'll ask you this question. You can write down anticyclone in northern hemisphere is clockwise. Anticyclone in northern hemisphere is clockwise. Is that statement correct? Please all of you comment the answer. Anticyclone in northern hemisphere is clockwise. Anticyclone in northern hemisphere is clockwise. Is that correct? What I'm saying is correct. Is that correct what I'm saying? Anticyclone in northern hemisphere is clockwise. Okay, so two concepts now we know in the geography. What is the first concept? Cyclones are not formed in the equator. Okay, and the reason for that is Coriolis force, those blah blah. Okay, then CNA, if you remember CNA, it actually decodes as cyclone in northern hemispheres are anti-clockwise. Cyclone in the northern hemisphere are anti-clockwise. Okay, and from there you can get all the things together. Okay, cyclone is anti-clockwise means anticyclone will be clockwise. Okay, you know, clockwise and anti-clockwise, this is a like a clock. Okay, clock will always move like this. No, this is not clockwise. Anti-clockwise in opposite direction. Okay, so cyclone in northern hemisphere is anti-clockwise and anticyclone in northern hemisphere will be clockwise. So you will get this chart. You can solve one question aram se. Understood, guys? Now third concept, again related to the cyclone only. Okay, please copy down all this 5 statement. Okay, wherever you are going, whichever exam you are writing in India, okay, from today's class, you will sure shot. Okay, if I'm able to complete all the concept, okay, see what are the concept I'm having for history, then polity 5 concepts I'm having, then I'm having history another 5 this one. Okay, so a total of 20 concepts. I don't know whether I can complete by 1 hour. Okay, okay, if I'm completing it, you can expect at least 3 to 5 questions from today's class in any exam you go. Okay, any exam in India. Okay, you'll get it. Okay, now anticyclone in non in anticyclone is a high pressure zone. Now that is the basic difference. Okay, cyclone means low pressure area. Okay, anticyclone means high pressure area. I don't know what to say. Okay, please tell me somebody, can you hear me? In that case, we can proceed. Otherwise, we have to wait or we have to stop. Okay, so cyclone. Okay, cyclone is a low pressure area. Anticyclone is a high pressure area. Now, in the exam, they are asking this. Anticyclone is a high pressure area. It is a pleasant weather. You will not have any rain. Okay, no cloud. It's a very sunny day. Okay, sunny day, and there will be a pleasant climate. Understood, guys? Okay, is it audible? So nobody's confirming. Celebrations is audible, saying okay, fine, good. Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I'm going to give a very basic and the fundamental concepts so that this you can implement in the exam hall. Okay, this will help you. Okay, I have just randomly picked up most important things. So I'm saying anticyclone is a high pressure area and it is a pleasant climate. It is a pleasant climate. Okay, it will not have any clouds at all. Okay, now tell me in northern India, somebody answer this question. In northern India, we get anticyclonic condition during which month? During which month Punjab, Haryana and all will have an anticyclonic condition? Who will tell me the answer? Punjab, Haryana and all will have an anticyclonic condition at one point of time. Which month is that is the question. Who will tell me? Nobody. Okay, try that. Okay, now coming to the fourth concept is cold currents are found in the western side of the continent. This is a very important fact. Okay, now this can help you in the exam hall. Okay, so suppose they are saying, for example, they are saying in Australia. Okay, Australia, if this is Australia, we have two current in Australia. Okay, this side it is known as East Australian current. East Australian current. Okay, it is a ocean current. This side I have a one ocean current known as West Australian current. Okay, now only by knowing this, okay, that cold currents are found in this, I need not get worried. Okay, is it a east current or a west current, which is a cold current? Cold current means west area, so it is the West Australia. It is coming from the poles. Okay, guys, understood. Now, whenever cold current is there, there will be a hot desert. Here, Great Australian Desert, Simpson Desert, right now, Simpson Desert. Okay, Great Australian Desert. Okay, so wherever cold current is there, there will be hot deserts because cold current cannot produce any rainfall. Okay, cold current cannot produce any rainfall. That is the point. Yeah, Aromal is saying June. Okay, Omkar is saying winter. The answer is winter. The answer is winter. The answer is winter. Okay. At any point of time you are not able to hear me properly, then please let me know. Okay, I have to reschedule for another day. Otherwise, I have to plan something so that this Wi-Fi connection is at least continued there. Okay, now coming back to the this small revision. Okay, cyclones are formed not formed in the equator because lack of Coriolis force. CNA means cyclones in northern hemisphere anti-clockwise. Anticyclone is always a high pressure zone and that will give a pleasant weather. Okay. Then cold currents are found in the western side of the continent and cold currents create hot desert. Okay, these 5 points go, you can clear. Okay, fine. Now let us go into the next concept of polity. Okay, if anybody have missed out because of my connection, okay, my power has come back again, but I don't know how long it will be there. So I have to connect again with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, so please write down these points. All the 5 points, write down. These 5 points are very important and important fact. Okay, 5 points are important fact. Okay, what is the 5 point? First one is no one appoints speaker. Sir, what are you saying? Yes, speaker is not appointed by anyone. He is just elected. Then people is brought. He is brought to the speaker's chair. That's it. Okay, somebody will say president is appointing. No, now make it clear. Nobody appoints a speaker. Nobody appoints a speaker. There's nothing called appointment of speaker. There's nothing called appointment of speaker. Okay, now tell me who is the present speaker of Lok Sabha? Tell me anybody who is there? Sachin, Celebrations, Aromal, who is the present speaker of Lok Sabha? Who is the present speaker of Lok Sabha? Nobody knows. Okay, did we have any women speaker? Did we had? Okay, presently is not a female. Okay, but we had only one time we had a female speaker, and at least remember that name. Can be a question. Okay. Okay, now so nobody appoints this, but date of election, please write down. Date of election is fixed by dash. Who will fix the date of election of speaker? Anybody tell me? Who will fix the date of election of speaker? The date of election is fixed by whom? By whom? Who will fix the date of election? But nobody is appointing. Nobody is appointing. Okay, there's nothing called appointment. For example, Prime Minister is appointed by the Speaker. Om Birla. Okay, very good. Okay, Prime Minister is appointed by the Speaker, by the President, but Speaker is not appointed by anybody. Okay, but the date of Lok Sabha has got 5-year term. Normally, Lok Sabha has got 5-year term. Okay. Sometimes it can be dissolved even before 5-year or even after 5-year also it can be dissolved. Now tell me, who will dissolve the Lok Sabha? Who will dissolve the Lok Sabha? Options are Chief Justice of India, number 2, Speaker, number 3, President, number 4, Prime Minister. Okay, the question for this option is who will dissolve the Lok Sabha? Who will dissolve the Lok Sabha? Who will dissolve the Lok Sabha? Okay, but once it is dissolved, the speaker will continue to be the speaker, sir. Sir, what is this? Are you saying correct? 101%, sir. Speaker will continue to be in office. He will continue to be the speaker even after the dissolution of Lok Sabha. And how long he will be a speaker? Till the first meeting of the next Lok Sabha. Okay. Till the first meeting of the next Lok Sabha, the speaker continues to be the speaker. The speaker continues to be the speaker even after the dissolution of Lok Sabha. Even after the dissolution of Lok Sabha, and he will be speaker till the first meeting of next Lok Sabha. Understood? All of you writing it? Okay. Now one more question. In fact, I made on reel in my Insta page. Okay. If you want to follow, you can just search for Victor Growth. You can get an Insta page. We just started only this month. We started the Insta. 60 posts will be there, and around 60 or 70, around 100 followers will be there. Okay, if you want, you can follow. So I made an reels. Okay, the question was this. Okay, two people in India will submit the resignation letter to their deputies, their subordinates. Okay, if chief minister will not, but I am giving example. Chief minister is there submitting to deputy chief minister, like that. Okay, so two people in India will submit the resignation letter to the deputies, their subordinate. Who are the examples? Tell me, who will give me examples? Okay, I'm going to give you Apple if somebody is getting the answer correct. Who want Apple? Apple, free, Apple. Okay, president to vice president. Very good. Somebody is answering. Okay, Athira is answering president and speaker. Very good. Yeah, that is why. So when we learn about speaker, you should learn it completely. Okay, speaker. Okay, nobody is appointing speaker is true, and he continues to be in office even after the dissolution of Lok Sabha. That is also true. Okay, that is also true. Okay, and speaker will submit the resignation letter to the deputy speaker. Deputy speaker. Likewise, president of India will give to vice president. Please write down all the concepts which I am saying. I'm going to make sure that 3 to 5 question is coming in any exam you're writing in India. Any exam you're writing in India, you'll get a 3 to 5 question only by this concept of 20 concepts from 5 in each subject. Okay. Now, another peculiarity about the speaker is he is having something called casting vote. Okay, I want everybody to participate. You are giving wrong answer also fine, but I want you to participate in the session. Yeah. So I am just conducting this session in YouTube. If you want an interactive session, okay, some of you might have joined. If you're not joined, you can join. Okay, you can call my number, which will be there in description. Okay, or you can use our mobile app also to join the course. Okay, we'll be happy to help you out. Okay. Yeah. So I'm saying speaker is having something called casting vote. What do you mean by the word casting vote, sir? Casting vote का मतलब क्या है? Okay, മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയുന്നില്ലേ? Casting vote എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ? Okay, Telugu. Casting vote casting vote ఏంటి? What is the next language is there? Tamil. Casting vote na என்னடா? சொல்லுங்கடா. Who will tell me? What do you mean by the word casting vote? Okay, if you don't know, no problem at all. Okay, casting vote means the speaker will not vote whenever the bill is introduced. Anything is coming in the house, okay, people will vote. They will somebody supporting it, somebody is against it. Correct. But here the speaker can vote only when there is a tie. Okay, you might have heard about super over, right? What is the super over? Similarly, it is a casting vote, super over kind of thing. Okay, he can vote only when there is a tie. So his voting is a tie breaker, sir. Is a tie breaker, sir. Tie breaker. His voting is a tie breaker. To break the tie doing the voting. Very good. Athira is saying. Okay. So 5 things we know about a speaker. Speaker is not appointed by anyone. Okay, he is only elected. Okay. The second thing is speaker continue to be in the office even after the dissolution of Lok Sabha till the first meeting of the Lok Sabha. Okay. Then he can submit his resignation letter only to his deputy speaker. Correct. He can submit his resignation letter only to the deputy speaker. Then fourth point is he cannot vote in the first instances. He cannot vote in the first instances, but he can vote only in the when there is a tie, like a super over. Okay, all of you IPL team you are following. Okay, if you are following one team, then I'll give you an apple now. Okay. What RCB? My son says he's RCB. ಈ ಸಾಲ ಕಪ್ಪು ನಮ್ಮದೇ ನಮ್ಟೇವಾ. You keep on saying it. Okay. So all of you support CSK. Okay. Yes, Linesh, very good. Okay, definitely you are getting an apple, but I forgot how to give an apple. Long time I didn't have any session in this YouTube. Yes, coming. Sure, after the class. Okay, so that is about speaker. Next point, write down no justiciable part, not justiciable. That means something is present in this, you cannot go to the court. Okay, for example, there is a something called economic opportunity is there in the preamble. Okay, preamble says economic opportunity and you don't have a job. Okay, you cannot go and file a case. Okay, that is also not possible. So certain elements in the constitutions are not justiciable. That means even if it is mentioned, you cannot go to the court and get it. Okay, so not justiciable part, preamble, directive principles of state policy. DPSP means directive principles of state policy. Okay, all of you just click that like button. Only 4 likes I can see. Okay, I want more likes so that I can continue with more energy. Okay, just click that like button. Let me see how many of you liking it. Okay, yeah, and to just ensure that all of you present and you are not sleeping, just say hi sir, something. Okay, if you don't know the answer, fine, just say hi. Okay. Yeah, coming to this point, not justiciable part, preamble, directive principles of state policy and fundamental duties, sir. These are not justiciable. That means you cannot go to the court. Court deki, nothing, not possible. You cannot go. Okay, now tell me what are the parts in the constitution are justiciable. Okay, what are justiciable? So I have given not justiciable here. Okay, not justiciable here I have given. Okay, but tell me what are justiciable. That means it is there in the constitution, you are not having it, and I tell you, I challenge you that you can directly go to Supreme Court of India. Okay, not in preamble case, but in some case you can go to the Supreme Court. Tell me which is that case. In which case you can go to Supreme Court? In which case you can go to Supreme Court? Violation of dash, you can go to Supreme Court. Okay, violation of dash, you can go to the Supreme Court. Okay, violation of dash, you can go to the Supreme Court. Okay, the answer is nobody is giving the answer and keep on waiting. Okay, violation of fundamental right, FR, which is a concept under the part 3 of the Constitution. Okay, part 3 of the Constitution. Okay, part 3 of the Constitution. Okay, we have part 3 of Constitution. Whatever is mentioned part 3 is a fundamental right. In case of violation of fundamental right, you can directly go to the Supreme Court under Article 3T2. Okay, don't worry if you are here getting this for the first time in your life. Don't worry about it. Okay, take this point. Okay, the next 3 months I am going to teach you all the static questions very brilliantly, very exhaustively, okay, very comprehensively, very simply also. Okay, so follow this. Okay, and if you're not able to understand, please ask me in that. Okay, otherwise anybody want to message me, please note down my mobile number. Okay, 9959916183. It is also should be available in the description. Okay, no charged expenditure. Okay, now this is actually current affairs. Now, beauty of polity is you can live it. Once you study, it is not boring. You can see, for example, today, how many of you know, in the evening today, Supreme Court has said that Maharashtra, there was a toppling of government. Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister. They later, Eknath Shinde became chief minister. That transition was not smooth. Okay. So, Supreme Court is saying that there is wrong in the present chief minister. He should have not done this. But they cannot appoint Uday Thackeray also as chief minister because he resigned. Like for that, I'll make a separate video and send you guys. Don't worry. So you can leave the polity in the current affairs. Okay. So Election Commission, write down all of you. Supreme Court has recently given a guidelines for the appointment of election commissions. Guidelines they have given. Okay. Guidelines they have given. Okay. So question can come, but unfortunately, Election Commission do not have charged upon expenditure. Underline that they do not have charged upon expenditure. That means their expenditure. That means the salary of the Election Commission is voted by the Parliament. Voted by Parliament. Okay, it is voted by the Parliament. Okay. In other cases, for example, if you take an example of UPSC, you take an example of CAG. They are getting charged upon expenditure. Charged upon expenditure means those expenditure which does not require voting of the Parliament. Please write down. If you want me to repeat, I'll repeat n number of times. But if I miss, please ask me. Okay. I'm saying charged expenditure is not applicable to Election Commission. Charged expenditure is not applicable to Election Commission. Okay. And if there is a question, what is charged expenditure? Those expenditures which cannot be voted by the Parliament. How many fundamental rights you are sending, yaar? Omkarji. Fundamental rights, justiciable part of Constitution. Surya is saying, Aromal is saying, very good. Okay. Now only I'm saying that. Okay, fine. Anyway, so charged upon expenditures means those expenditures which do not require voting in the Parliament. Okay, so some of the salaries are coming under that. For example, the salary of president, okay, salary of UPSC members, salary of CAG, all these are coming as a charged expenditure. But in Election Commission, there is no charged expenditure. Still, the elections are their salaries are voted by the Parliament. This is very unique. Okay, and fifth point. Anyone did not understand anything, sir? I came late. Okay, I don't know. Okay, sir, whatever you are saying is going out of my. It is all going like a bounces. Okay, I'm not able to hit anything. Okay, please call me or send me a message. Okay, 99959168183. If you are shy in asking now, otherwise you can ask now itself. Okay, you can comment there. Okay, I can reply. Okay, anything. Let it be a silly, no problem. Don't never ever think that what others will think about it. Okay, others will be there, will not be there. Okay, it's your life. Okay, if you pass, only you are responsible. If you fail, you are responsible. Understood? So make this one, okay, very clear. Okay, no charged expenditure for the Election Commission. The State Election Commission was not originally present in the Constitution. So original Constitution, we had only one Election Commission. In original Constitution, we had only one Election Commission. That is the Election Commission of India. Okay. Later, by dash amendment, okay, somebody has to type this. By dash amendment, state election commissions were created. Which amendment was there? Amendment means changes in the Constitution. By which amendment we brought State Election Commission? Tell me, who can tell me that? Third point, doubt. Third point means you are talking about not justiciable part. Sir, please repeat about charged expenditure. Very good. I love this. Okay. Okay. So first person is asking third point, doubt. Third point is not justiciable. Okay. Not justiciable means whatever is mentioned in preamble, DPSP and fundamental duty, you cannot go to the court and ask for it. Okay. These are not justiciable. Okay. Opposite of this is a fundamental right, which is a justiciable. That means in case of violation of fundamental right, you can go to the Supreme Court under Article 32. Is that clear, sir? Okay. So third point is not justiciable means you cannot go to the court. Okay. And charged expenditure. Somebody is asking charged expenditure. Charged expenditure means those expenditures which do not require voting by the parliament. I repeat, charged expenditures are those expenditures which does not require voting by the parliament. Which does not require voting by the parliament. Which does not require voting by the parliament. Okay. But I'm saying election commission is not getting a charge expenditure. Because normally they should have. They are also constitutional body, right? On all of you. Election commission is a constitutional body. Election commission is a constitutional body. Okay. Constitutional body, but they are not getting a charge expenditure. So who is getting the charge expenditure, sir? Answer is President of India, Vice President is getting, UPSC is getting, CAG is getting. Okay, but election commission is not getting. Okay. Is there any doubt? Anybody else? Before I'm going to point number 5. Anybody? Anybody says, sir, I didn't understand this. Point number 5. What is DPSP? Okay. DPSP stands for Directive Principles of State Policy. Directive Principles of State Policy. DPSP stands for Directive Principles of State Policy. Okay, point number 5. Point number 5. Okay, State Election Commission was not originally present in the Constitution. It was added later. Okay, so we had only the Election Commission of India. We did not have Election Commission for each state. But now we have Election Commission for each state. Who will tell me when it was added? By which amendment it was added? By which amendment it was added? By which amendment it was added? Who can tell? Okay, no problem. If you don't know, write down 73rd Amendment Act. Okay, 73rd Amendment Act, we added State Election Commission. So before that, State Election was not there. So what is the duty of State Election Commission? To conduct the local elections. What do you mean by local? Okay, one is Panchayat. Okay, second one is municipality. Okay, municipality and Panchayati elections will be conducted by the State Election Commission. They don't have any role in the state assembly. For example, Karnataka elections are happening. So Karnataka election means Karnataka Election Commission will take care. No. The Election Commission of India will take care of the state assembly also, Lok Sabha also, Rajya Sabha also, President also, Vice President also. Okay. So what is the use of having State Election Commission? State Election Commission will conduct the election for local bodies, sir. What do you mean by local bodies? It means Panchayat and municipality. It means Panchayat and municipality. Okay, sir. So 5 point in the polity is clear. Shall I go to the next subject? Okay, I am running short of money. If you not money, money is also true. Okay, here time. Okay, so please tell me if you can extend for another 15 minutes. I'll try to complete history at least. Economy, I'll take it another class then. Okay. Harappa did not have the following. Okay, this question is getting repeated several times here. So I have completed everything in one simple topic. Okay. The Harappans did not have the use of iron. They never had the temple for worshipping, but religion was present. They were worshipping Pashupati Mahadev. They were worshipping Pashupati Mahadev. They were worshipping Pashupati Mahadev. Pashupati Mahadev. Okay, so religion was present. Religion was present, but they did not have a temple for worship. And there were rulers, there were kings, Bahubalis were there. Okay, Ponniyin Selvan, Cholas, like kind of people were there, but they did not have any palace. Okay, so keep this point about Harappans. Harappans did not have iron, did not have temple, did not have palace, did not have army. Okay, how can you believe this? Such a huge, big urban civilization. Underline the word Harappan civilization is the urban civilization. Okay, such a huge urban civilization. Okay, did not have army, did not have people to fight. Warriors were not there. Okay. The reason is there was no enemy at all. They never thought that there will be enemy and they have to defend their territory. There's nothing like that. Okay, there's nothing required. So thereby they did not have any army at all. There was no any senapati or soldiers or sipahi or nothing was there. Okay, there was no armory. There is no warriors. Then, very important point, there was no currency. Okay, because they were fear of demonetization, they did not use any currency. Like, I don't know whether you belong to the demonetization era. Okay, okay, demonetization. Okay, so currency did not use this. So they simply used what is known as barter system. All of you write down. Okay, the Harappans had only barter system. They only had barter system. Okay, barter system. That means exchange of goods. That means the exchange of goods. Exchange of goods. Okay, so remember when I say Harappan civilization, it also means Indus Valley civilization. Okay, that means if you look at India, okay, if this is India, okay, here one river is going, that river is known as the Indus River. Okay, so this place we had a very grand civilization, very big civilization. Okay, approximately 5,000 years ago. Okay, but this civilization disappeared later. That reason we'll study in detail when I'm teaching you. Okay, but something which you should know about this is these people did not know the use of iron. Okay, they do not know the temple. Because of that, they don't have palace also. Okay, there was no army, there was no currency, there was no any money. They were using it. They were using a barter system. They were using a barter system. Okay, guys, proceed. Now, next point is Gandhi did not participate in Swadeshi movement. So, what are you saying, sir? Swadeshi movement is a non-violent movement. Yes, non-violent movement. Sir, boycott of foreign clothes. Yes, boycott of foreign clothes. Sir, promotion of Swadeshi indigenization. Yes, sir. Swadeshi movement had all the properties of Gandhian movement, but still it was not Gandhi. Because Gandhi did not come to India at the time. Okay, Swadeshi movement happened in 1905, sir, and Gandhi is coming only in 1915, sir. He was in South Africa. Please write down. No worries if you don't know about this. No worries. Okay, no worries that I didn't know about it. Okay, somebody is answering. Somebody answer or doesn't answer doesn't matter. All of you know about this. This no rabbit and the tortoise. Rabbit and hare. Hare. What is it? Okay, so don't worry. Okay, we'll have our own time. Nothing to worry about it. Okay, so they had a barter system. Okay, that is about the instrument. Gandhi did not participate in Swadeshi movement because Gandhi was not in India. Okay, and like this, who will tell me one more movement? Gandhi was present in India, but he did not lead this movement. Listen to the question properly. Gandhi was in India, and there was a movement happening in India against the Britishers. But Gandhi was not the leader. Who will tell me that answer? Gandhi was not the leader of one movement, but he was in India. In case of Swadeshi movement, he was not at all in India. Okay, but another movement, Gandhi was in India, but he was not a leader. Please think about it. If you don't know, no problem. I'll tell you before winding up the classic. Then Tilak started Home Rule movement. Write down. Tilak started Home Rule movement in 1916 April. Okay, but the concept of Home Rule movement belonged to Annie Besant. The concept of Home Rule movement belonged to Annie Besant. Okay, the concept of Home movement belong to any basic. So what is home rule movement? Home rule movement means a kind of autonomy, a kind of freedom, but not complete freedom. A kind of freedom like that of Ireland. Okay, because Annie Besant is from Ireland. Annie Besant is from Ireland. Okay, so she introduced a concept in India saying that in India we'll have a freedom like that of a British. Not like that of British, like that of Ireland. Okay. But she was asking Congress to start this, but Congress did not start. But Tilak started this. Tilak is a brave person. Okay, Tilak started this. Okay, and where he started this? He started this in Pune. Tilak started home rule movement in Pune, but the concept of home rule movement belongs to Annie Besant. Concept of home rule movement belongs to Annie Besant. Okay, next point. We rejected dominion status. In 1940, the British is coming and saying that we will give you dominion status, that is known as August offer. Okay, if you don't understand, also don't know, no problem. At least write down in your notebook. Write down in your notebook. And when the time comes, you can ask me. Okay, so August offer in 1940, the British is giving dominion status. That means again not a complete independence, a kind of autonomy under the British. We are rejecting it. Okay, 1940 again, it is known as Cripps mission. Cripps mission, they are giving dominion status, not complete freedom. Okay, now somebody tell me when and where we demanded, that means Congress demanded complete independence. When and where Congress demanded complete independence? We demanded complete independence, but they are giving dominion status, and we rejecting it 1940, we rejecting 1942, but we are accepting that in 1947. So 1947 we are celebrating Independence Day, na? That is not a complete freedom. That was a dominion status only. Quit India, Gandhi was not a leader. Very good. Somebody is answering that. Okay. Atira, Sachin, Surya and all. Very good. Okay. So dominion status was rejected in 1940, was rejected in 1942, but it was accepted in 1947. Is it visible there? Is it hidden? Now can you see this now? Okay. 1947, we are accepting it. Not Nehru report. Okay. 1907, this separated but united, but later united. What I am talking about here? In 1907 it was separated, but 1916 it was united. Okay, 1907 separated but united in 1916. 1916 is united. What is that? Who will tell me? Okay, no problem if you don't know. Okay, write down. 1907, what was separated is basically moderates and extremists. Okay, moderates and extremists got separated in 1907 at a place called Surat. Okay, 1907, moderates and extremists got separated at a place called Surat. But in 1916, at a place called Lucknow, they are getting reunited in 1916. So this is what, okay, it is also known by the name Surat split. It is known as Surat split. Okay, so with that we'll come to an end of the session. Okay, and anybody want full sessions, you can send me a message or see the applications in our description mobile app. Okay, so we'll give you coaching in detail. We'll have interactive sessions in Zoom. So this was basically a first session of the class. Okay, yeah, anybody doubt? Okay, now let me ask you some questions in this. Tell me who and all will get charge expenditure? Who will get salary through charged expenditure? Who will get salary through charged expenditure? Who will get salary through charged expenditure? Yeah, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click that bell icon. Okay, all this mandatory I have to say, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, who gets charged upon expenditure? That is one question. Second question is what I can ask you. Okay, I can ask you what is the impact of Coriolis force? What Coriolis force can do? Okay, and third one, what was not present in Indus Valley civilization? What was not present in Indus Valley civilization? Okay, so with that, we're coming to end of the session. Yeah, anything you didn't understand or you want more informations, please message me. And then some of you may have my number already. Okay. Yeah, charged upon expenditure, president, vice president, UPSC, CAG. Okay, correct. Coriolis force helps in the deflection of wind, and it's also important for the creation of cyclone. Okay, so two things Coriolis force. Coriolis force we need for cyclone formation, and also we need it for deflection of the wind. What was not present in the Harappan civilization? Temple was not present, iron was not present, palace was not present, then currency was